Hello everyone, hope today I find you very well. Right, today I'm going to show you how to factorize a quadratic expression like this one. So I'm going to take you step by step until we get an answer here. So the first step, that is step number 1, you should multiply these two numbers, that is this last number and the first number. If you multiply plus 3 by 2x squared, you will get plus 6x squared. Now that you have this, step number 2, you have to find the factors of 6, that is those numbers that gives you 6 if you multiply them. For example, 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. After this, step number 3, you have to look at this sign and always respect this sign. If you see a positive sign here, that means you should add your factors to get this middle number. And as you can see from these two pairs of factors, you can see that 2 plus 3 gives you 5. So we are going to use 2 plus 3 to get 5. But before we do that, always make sure that your factors must respect the sign in the middle part. Right, this is a very crucial step. Once you choose your factors, the next step is you have to look at these factors and you look at this middle number. Now you can see that 2 plus 3, you get 5. But 5 is positive, which means both factors are supposed to be positive. That's the only way you can get positive 5. So what do you do next? You write 2x squared and you replace this middle part with 2 and 3. So what do? You add 2x and you add 3x. I just replaced the middle part, but I will get 5x, as you can see, plus 3. Then after this step, we factorize in groups. That is, this is our first group and this is our second group. As you can see, 2 is common here, so you factor out 2. And here we have x squared and we have x here. You factor out x and you write. If you factor out 2 and x here, you are going to get x only, plus you factor out 2 and x, so you are going to get 1. Then this sign, you write it as it is. Then here we have 3x and 3. The only common thing here is 3, so you factor out 3. And remember, make sure this bracket is similar to this bracket. Exactly, right? So you have x plus 1, because if you factor out 3 here, you get x, plus here you get 1. So once you have this, you will now have to write your final answer. You take this and you take this, so 2x plus 3. Then you take one of the brackets, as you can see they are similar, and then you write 1x plus 1. These are your final factors. So before I go, you will have to respect this part every time you try to factorize. Always respect this part, especially the sign here, because this sign determines how you are going to factorize, and it also controls how you are going to get your answer. So always respect it. But if you see a positive sign, follow these rules. If you follow these rules, you are going to get a correct answer. So this is it. This is how you solve a quadratic expression. That is, if you're trying to factorize it. Thank you.